Hi there, wig lover. This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you a review of another Jon Renau wig. This one's called Kaley, and the color on Kaley is 830. So before I get into the wig, I'd like to talk about the color for just a second. 830 is an evenly blended tone. It's like a chocolatey brown, so it's a really natural looking color, very dynamic. It is an evenly blended color made up of a medium golden brown and a medium auburn. So the overall effect is a really nice warm chocolatey brown color. It's very pretty. So really nice, and it looks the same all over the wig. So let's talk about Kaley. So this is actually my second attempt to review the wig, because the first time I reviewed it I threw a temper tantrum. Because quit ruining the permatease wigs for people who like the permatease. Because I like permatease. Not even good at front. I threw a temper tantrum about it because I thought it needed more permatease. So let me just get that out of the way. I'll tell you about it, and then I'll do the redo of the review. My stance on this is thus. I feel like a wig that has this much texture and this much layering and this price point should have more permatease than this wig has. Now I know a lot of you will probably disagree with me, and you know, a lot of people don't like permatease and are kind of stuck in a position where they can't afford monofilament wigs, and so they're always going to be looking for, you know, the open cap wigs that have the least amount of permatease that they can get. But let me just make a counter argument here for people like me, okay? Because not everyone who buys open cap wigs buys them because they can't afford monofilament wigs, okay? Some people genuinely buy open cap wigs because they prefer them. And one of the reasons why we prefer them is because they have permatease in them. I know that's gonna blow some minds, but some of us, me and other bigger girls in particular, we like that permatease because it gives us a little bit of lift. So that way, you know, it sort of evens out some of this that we got going on, and some of this, and some of this that we got going on, you know? We like drawing that attention northward towards our eyes, so that way, you know, all that volume isn't sitting in the mid-face area, you know, where that's, you know, that's the widest part of our faces. You know, we don't want to draw attention there. So in that regard, that's where Kaley's really failing me personally, is because, you know, and again, I'm gonna detach myself from this biased part of the review after this little disclaimer, but I wanted to tell you why I threw the temper tantrum and had to chuck the initial review, because that, a little bit of permatease, let me show you what I mean, a little bit of extra permatease in this wig and a little bit of extra body would bring out so much more of this layering, would make it so much edgier and modern looking, and it wouldn't lay as flat, and it would look so much better on me. You know, and it's hard to really approximate without that permatease actually being there, but hopefully if I fluff it up a little bit, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Because I mean, even if I fluff it, that's not gonna stay. Even if I sprayed it with, you know, synthetic safe hairspray, it wouldn't stay. You know, synthetic safe hairsprays don't have, you know, real firm hold to them. So it really does require that permatease to keep that volume up here and not here, you know. And so this cut is super cute. It's super cute, and that was my only real beef with it, was that I wished we could do this and have more volume up here than the way it actually sits, which, you know, even if you wash it, it'll be even worse, where it's going to be real flat and it's just going to sit like this, okay? Which is still cute. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's a cute cut. I still give it a thumbs up. Not a double thumbs, but I give it a thumbs up. I still think it's a cute cut, and I think for people who don't like the permatees and are, you know, in that former camp, not the latter camp, the people who are stuck buying open cap wigs and don't like the permatees, you know, this is gonna be in that sweet spot for them because it's a really light amount of permatees. But if you're in the latter camp with me, where you could buy monofilament wigs and you buy open cap wigs intentionally because you like the lift in the crown area in particular, you're not going to get that here. So I just wanted to make sure that I make that distinction there because, you know, if you're in that latter camp of open cap wig buyers, Kaley's going to be kind of a letdown. So, all right, that out of the way, let's get down to some specs. This wig only weighs 2.7 ounces. It's super light. Part of that's because you don't get a lot of permatees. So, you know, pros and cons, right? The bang is 6 inches, but it's heavily layered, very, very textured all over the wig. So take that with a grain of salt. The crown is same way, 6 inches, but again, heavily layered all over the place. Sides 6.5, so a little bit longer here on the sides, as you can see. And the nape is 4. So let me go ahead and show you what Kaley looks like on all sides. And I'll fluff her up just a little bit, but not on top because that wouldn't be, you know, accurate. Let me fluff her up here on the sides so that way you can see that layering. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take Kaley off now so I can show you what the interior of the cap looks like. This is a lace front open cap wig that has open wefted sides and back, has an extended felt nape with Velcro adjusters. It is really stretchy here on the sides, which is very nice. Not so stretchy in the back, so if you have a lot of, you know, head real estate at the back of the crown, this one probably won't fit you appropriately, but everybody else will be well served by Kaley here. Yeah, let me go ahead and show you this one up close and personal. Lots and lots of layering all over. Beautiful cut on this one, which is part of the reason why I threw a tantrum, just because so cute. The cut is just really cute. It's basically like a longer version of a shake and go. Really, really nice. Here's what the top of this one looks like. Again, permateased top. Okay, I'll put it back on and I'll show you what the lace front looks like. Now, because this one does not have a lot of permatees on it, I would advise against buying it in super light unrooted blondes. I may have mentioned this in other video reviews, but I want to make sure I mention it here because there's not a lot of permatees in the top of this wig. You'll see the wefts on the top if you buy a super light blonde color. So you want to get either a rooted blonde or you want to stick to brunette shades or, you know, red shades or something that's just not baby blonde. But, you know, if you're thinking about getting, you know, say like the 27T 613F, go for the shaded sun instead. You know, it's just the rooted version of the exact same color. That sort of thing. You know, the more you know. So, really cute on. Let me show you this lace front, since I got it back on. Really nice contoured lace front on this one. You can see tiny little knots there. We love tiny knots. So yeah. And there's where that lace front meets the top of that wig cap. And there's that permatease again. But overall, this is a really cute cut, very manageable length. This is one you can literally throw on, comb with your fingers, and go. You won't have to do much in the way of fussing with. So there are some definite pros to a style like this. So even though I kind of, you know, whinged a little bit at the beginning, I do want to make sure I'm fair to this one. It's super cute. And as long as, you know, like I said before, as long as you're in that camp of people where you don't like the permatease and you're not buying open cap wigs for the volume, this one will serve you very, very well. So this has been my review of the Kaley wig. Hopefully you've considered it kind of fair. In the color 830, which is a really nice sort of medium chocolate brown color. I'm Heather from CysterWigs.com. Hopefully you enjoy my wig reviews. If you do, support them by checking out my wig store and subscribing to my YouTube channel. And until next time, I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.